Hi there, my name is Kelly McLean, and I am the owner and founder of KLM Business Solutions. I help busy service-based entrepreneurs put the processes and systems in place in their business so that they can get back to doing what they love and enjoy. Today, we're going to walk through a quick tutorial for ConvertKit, and we're going to go through how to create a welcome sequence. So a welcome sequence is really important because this is basically your way of interacting with your new subscribers. You really want to set the tone and put yourself in a position where you can have them open your emails in the future, have them engage with you in the future, and ultimately have them buy from you in the future. So this is what we're going to walk through right now. So just a little prereq, if you haven't already seen my tutorial on how to set up a form, I'm just going to quickly just show you a form that we're going to look at that's going to link to the welcome sequence that we're going through. So first of all, you're going to just select, create form. And once you have your form, I'm just going to show you really quickly what it looks like on the back end. Okay, so this is the page where we set up our form, and we're going to click view because I want you guys to get an idea of what your potential subscriber is going to see in the process that they're going to go through once they join your email list. So as you can see, this landing page that I created is for a workshop. And so once the person gets all the way down to the end and they see all the information and they're finally like, okay, I get a really good idea of what I'm going to get once I give Kelly my email address. They're going to put their name in, their email address, and then they're going to hit accepted, challenge accepted. So on my end, what I want to do is basically have some emails already set up for them so that once they join my email list, I'm already communicating with them. This is really great because at any point that they join, they're going to get this sequence. So for instance, if this is a challenge that I'm doing, a 5-day challenge, then I don't want to, if I get people that sign up after the challenge has started, or if I have people, so say I start promoting this challenge 10 days before the challenge. If I get maybe 10 people who sign up on that 10 days before, and then I have another 10 people to sign up 5 days before, I don't want to have to try to figure out who those 5 people are and send them the first welcome email. So with the sequence and automation and ConvertKit, it makes it really easy because that way, it doesn't matter at what point in my promotion that someone signs up for this challenge, they're going to be taken through my emails. So I'm just going to go ahead and click here to show you guys what the emails are going to look like. Okay, so basically what we're going to do is when you come in, you're going to be able to set your emails up here. And actually what I'm going to do is I'm going to go just back really quick because I want to show you all how to set one up, and then I can kind of show you what the final product is going to look like. So to set one up, you're going to hit create sequence. So keep in mind that we already have our form created. So you're just going to name this something. If you just have if you want to have a general welcome email that's not associated with a challenge or anything, then you can just call it welcome email. All right, so you're going to go ahead and create that sequence. Okay, so ConvertKit makes it really easy for you because they also give you instructions right here on how to build the sequence out. But we're just going to go through it really quickly. So as you see over here, this is day 1. So this is what you want the person to receive either a day after, which I suggest you have it sent to them immediately after they subscribe. In order to change that, you're going to select over here where it says delay by, and you're going to just move this to 0. And as you can see right up here, it changed it to immediately. So that means as soon as they hit subscribe and your system has accepted their email address, this email is going to show up in their inbox. So you're going to want to have your subject, and you can have it say welcome, fill in the blank, or you can have something a little more catchy. And then right in here, you're going to start to go into your welcome email. So if this is a general email sequence, this can be something where you just kind of like set the tone for the type of newsletters they are going to receive. This is where you can thank them again for subscribing. You can let them know about your private Facebook group. and some additional ways that they can interact with you. So let's say after they join, you want to send them something else a couple days later. And so you're just going to sit right here, click right here on add email. And this is where you're going to change the subject. And the great thing right here is that when you select the delay by, it's actually going to calculate it from when that last email was sent. So you can say, oh, I want it to be sent 1 day after this first welcome email, or you can just kind of switch that. And maybe you say, I want to give them a break, and then I want them to hear from me maybe 2 or 3 days after. 2 days sounds good. And then right here, you also can select what days of the week you want the email to go out. So like I said, once they sign up, they're going to get these emails based off of when you tell it to send to them. And so let's say, for your audience, you don't want to send them emails on Sunday. Then you can just select that, and then they'll let you know right over here that they'll send it off 2 days after this last email went out, as long as it's not a Sunday. So they will receive it. So for instance, if that second day is a Sunday, they'll receive that on Monday. Okay. Great. So once you do that, you can add as many emails as you like. You can kind of keep going through. Another really great thing that sequences are good for is for building a funnel. So say, your first email. So funnels are really good if they're signing up for like a particular lead magnet that you have. So basically, let's say in the example that I have, that they're signing up for a challenge or a workshop. So maybe that first email is going to welcome them in and tell them a little bit about the challenge, thank them for signing up, let them know what to expect. And then I'm going to send them over to my private Facebook group because I want to be able to interact with them in that way as well. And then maybe 2 days later, I send them out some like almost like pre-work, some things that they're going to want to do before the challenge begins. Maybe it's an assignment, maybe it's like a compelling, email that gives them a different perspective that they hadn't thought about. And then maybe that next email is just kind of a reminder about the challenge. And then after that, it's welcome to the challenge. And so the way that this works is that basically you're taking them through a process or a journey. At some points, I've even like drawn out exactly how I wanted to kind of take them along the journey to get them to that end result or that end point. Also, if you have products already, so say your lead magnet was a video on how to get 1,000 Instagram followers, right? So in that welcome email, they're going to receive, they already received the training or the download when they join. But then that welcome email, you want to say thank you. You want to explain how to use it. And then maybe for like a couple of days, you are actually sending them emails out that are related specifically to what they're getting in that training. And then maybe on that final one, you're like, hey, I also have this really great product that you can buy. And in this product, you're going to learn how to monetize those 1,000 followers that you just got. And so now you spent the last few days kind of working with them and going through a process with them. And so they're probably more likely to consider your offer. And this is a really great benefit of having a sequence. So now I just want to take you over to look at a sequence that I've created. And this one was a welcome sequence. So once we get over there, you'll be able to see it. So as I showed you guys before, the form that I made, and the form was for this self-care success challenge. And so with this sequence, so the sequence will show basically the subscribers, that 13 subscribers that are on here. Those are the people who actually completed that form. And they said, yes, I want to be a part of the challenge. I accept. So in my welcome email, I have a nice heading. So even though ConvertKit doesn't have a lot of the graphics and columns and things like that, that some email marketing tools have, you can actually put, images and things like that in your email. And I actually like this better because I feel like it's a lot more streamlined. I'm able to kind of get to the point. And so then I go ahead and I just created my email. I believe at the bottom, I may have given them, so I give them like some links to download a workbook. I also give them a link to join the private Facebook group and things like that. So that's what's going to come out right after. So then for this one, I believe the workbook, I think I started it maybe before the workbook came out. So then I had it so that the workbook could come out, right after. And so with this, once they kind of complete that sequence, I may go through and select them to send a broadcast later. So what I can do is I can go to my broadcast, and I'll just go ahead and show you guys because it doesn't take very long. I can go over to the broadcast, and let's say that challenge was a few months ago. I might say, hey, I wonder how everyone is doing who participated in that challenge, or at least who signed up for the challenge. So basically, I'll go to broadcast, and then right here where it allows me to filter my subscribers, I'm going to select all subscribers because I want to change that. Instead of sending this to all subscribers, I'm only going to send it to subscribe to. I'm going to select sequence, and then I'm going to select the 5-day self-care challenge. Click update. And so now I'm going to send the email only to those 13 subscribers. And I'm going to say, hey, challengers, how's it going? Are you guys still practicing your self-care? Do you guys need a refresher? Guess what? I'm doing another challenge in a couple of weeks. I would really love for you to join. And this time, invite your friends. So these are just some basic ways with ConvertKit that you can kind of not only set up your welcome series or sequence, but you can actually make it work for you and be a little bit strategic. So hope that was helpful. If you have any more questions, please feel free to email me at kelly@klmbusinesssolutions with an S @ .com. Thanks again and have a good one.